Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lizzie. If you're just tuning in for the first time, please do not fail to hit the subscribe button, the like button and the share button. I love you guys so much, and for returning subscribers, I love you all so much. So today I'm going to be showing you all how I was able to make this fascinator. If this video helps you in any way, then be sure to thumbs me up, subscribe, like and share. I love you all so much. So what I am holding right now, it's called my net. I'm going to be using this net. I'm going to be folding it at the edge into this form that you can see me do right now. And then after doing that, I'll just pick up my needle and my thread, and I'm just going to stitch everything in place to make it one. The way you can see me do in this video, I'm just going to stitch it. And because my net has so many holes in it, I'm just going to make sure that I stitch properly so that it doesn't loosen at any point and it stays in place. And then after doing that, you want to make sure that your net is very firm. So at this point, you can just easily knot it. So guys, at this point I'm going to turn my net the other way and I'm going to stitch it all the way. I'm going to stitch it down to the end of the net. But before doing that, you want to make sure that you fold the edge of your net a little bit. This point that I am holding right now, you want to make sure that you fold it a little bit. Then after that, you can then sew. Like I said, this net has so many holes in it, so you really have to take your time to make sure that you do this properly, because it's actually delicate at this point, so you have to take your time in doing this. So I'm going to be sewing it all the way to the end of the net. In this tutorial, I used the same color of the net for my thread. You have to make sure that if you're going to be making a fascinator, if you're going to be making any fascinator at all, you just have to make sure that you use the same color of thread. You have to make sure that you use the same color of thread so that it doesn't give you different colors. So you just have to make sure that everything goes together. I have to make sure that everything blends well. So I'm still sewing my net all the way. I'm just going to sew it all the way to the other side, like I said. So guys, I'm done sewing my net, so I'm just going to pull everything together. I'm going to pull everything together to make it just come close. You don't have to make it too tight, just have to pull with ease. So I'm just going to make them come close like this, and then at this point you can just stitch everything together so that it doesn't unravel at any point at all. So I'm just going to stitch everything together. I'm going to stitch it with the other part that I stitched at the beginning. So guys, I'm going to be going in with a black base. This is my base. It's also called a dix. I'm going to be going in with a black base, and I'm just going to place my net on top of the base, just at the top there. I'm not going to place it at the middle. I'm just going to place it at the edge, the way you can see me do in this video. But you can place it at the middle depending on how big your net is, and it depends on also what you want your fascinator to look like. So after placing it, I'm just going to stitch it so that everything stays in place and so that it doesn't move at any point. So I'm just going to take my time and I'm going to stitch it properly. This disc is very hard, so I found it a little bit difficult to pull my needle through, but I was still able to make it. It was successful. So you have to take your time in doing this so that it comes out really nice. This right here, guys, is called flowers. At this point, these flowers are just too long, so I'm just going to pick up my scissors and cut the end so that it gives me the shape that I want it to. Because at this point, once I place this flower on top of my fascinator, it's going to be very difficult for me to cover the end of the flower, which is the tail. So I'm just going to cut it into the shape that I want it to be. So right now I'm going to pick up my glue gun and then place my glue on top of the net. I'm going to place it on top of the net. Then after doing that, I'm just going to place my flowers on top of the glue. And you also have to hold your flowers firm. If you want it to stand, you have to make sure that you hold it in a way that it will stand, and then to just gum, it will give you the shape that you want. But if you want it to be very flat, you can just make it lie. But if you want it to stand, like I said, you can hold it up so that everything just gums and stays in place. So after doing that, this is what your fascinator should look like. So at this point, I'm going to pick up my ribbons. These are the ribbons that I'll be using today. I'm just going to pick them up and then apply my glue on the ribbons, then place them on the fascinator. This tutorial is very simple. It's as simple as ABC. I'm going to pick up the ribbons and I apply it. I'm just going to place it on top of the flowers. You can use anything, you can use pearls, anything at all that you want to, but for me right now, I'm using ribbons. And I'm placing these ribbons on top of the flower where where I cut the end of the flower so that it doesn't show, and so that any mistakes that I made will not easily come out. So this is what your fascinator should look like at the end of the day. This is what it should look like. The net is what covers the face in front. This right here is called my Alice band. I'm just going to apply my glue gun on it, and then I'm going to also place it on top. I'm going to place it under the disc, which was the base, which is the base. I'm just going to place it under it there. And so that my Alice band stays in place, I'm going to use another fabric. I'm going to use another fabric and then place it under the Alice band so that it doesn't move, because it's just a glue that I'm applying there. It can easily remove. So I'm just going to use another fabric and then place it under the Alice band. I should have used black, but since this is just a tutorial on how to do this, guys, I decided to use this color, and I didn't actually have black at the moment, so I decided to just go in with this color. I love you guys so much. I do hope that this tutorial was helpful. If it was, don't be shy to thumbs me up, subscribe, like and share, and I just can't wait to see you all in my next video. If you've not turned on your notification button, please do that so that each time I post, you will definitely be the first to know. I love you guys so much, and I just can't wait to see you all in my next video. Bye bye.